In last video, we know the stories of the Empress Qianlong and his first Empress Xiaochen. Because there were lots of historical records about the Empress Xiaochen, so now we're pretty sure the life of her. We can make reasonable conclusion that Qianlong did deeply love his first wife. But for Qianlong's second empress, we hardly know her, because most of her records were deleted by Qianlong. Now we even cannot make sure her last name. The most acceptable guess was Qianlong's second empress was from Ula-Nala Shi or Huifa-Nala Shi. In this video, I will call her Ula-Nala Shi. As the empress, Ula-Nala Shi should have many pictures. Qianlong destroyed her individual pictures and also deleted her images in the pictures which had other consorts. Like this picture, the lady in the red circle was the highest rank consort in all ladies. Now, here was the consort Ling, who became the imperial noble consort after Ula-Nala Shi was demoted. But in the original picture, here might be the empress Ula-Nala Shi. Why Qianlong hated his second wife so much? If Qianlong hated her, why promoted her as the second empress? From the existing documents, I think Qianlong once loved Ula-Nala Shi. Qianlong made many special arrangements for Ula-Nala Shi. 9 months after married with Qianlong, Qianlong became the emperor. In the same year, Ula-Nala Shi was promoted to Xianfei. 7 years later, Xianfei and Chunfei were promoted to the noble consorts at the same time. This was the first time in Qing dynasty that had two noble consorts at the same time. When they were promoted, Chunfei already gave birth to a son and was pregnant with the third kid. Xianfei didn't have any kids, and she was much younger than Chunfei. In 1748, the Empress Xiaochen passed away. Ula-Nala Shi was promoted to the imperial noble consort. Qianlong created a special title called She Liu Gong Shi Huang Guifei, the managing inner court imperial noble consort for Ula-Nala Shi. In the whole Qing dynasty, only two consorts got this title. One was Ula-Nala Shi, another was the Empress Xiaochen. Ula-Nala Shi's imperial noble consort promotion ceremony was based on the ceremony of the Emperor Shunzhi's consort Dong'e, who was the first and the most important noble consort in Qing dynasty. When Ula-Nala Shi was promoted to the empress, honestly, she didn't qualify. She was from a normal family, and she didn't have any kids. So the reasonable reason that Qianlong chose her was for the love. After becoming the empress, the relationship between Ula-Nala Shi and Qianlong seems really good. Qianlong gave her many valuable gifts. They had 2 boys and 1 girl. No records showed they had serious conflict. Ula-Nala Shi suddenly lost everything. In 1765, Ula-Nala Shi with Qianlong took a southern tour. In that day, everything was pretty normal. Qianlong gave 乌拉那拉氏 several dishes. 乌拉那拉氏 and other consorts together made dumplings for the empress daughter. But at the afternoon, Qianlong suddenly let Fu Longan, who was Qianlong's son-in-law and the Empress Xiaochen's nephew, immediately send 乌拉那拉氏 back to the capital. At that point, Qianlong didn't give any reason. He just said the empress lost her mind. Now we know the reason was 乌拉那拉氏 cut her hair. In ancient China, hair was really special. Ancient Chinese believed 身体发肤受之父母. This means people's whole body was from the parents. People couldn't hurt their bodies. So, in ancient time, no matter woman or man, they only cut their hairs for special reasons. In Qing dynasty, the empress could cut her hairs only when the emperor or the empress daughter died. So, 乌拉那拉氏 cutting hairs was an unforgivable mistake. No historical records showed why 乌拉那拉氏 did this. She didn't cut her hair before Qianlong. So, at the beginning, Qianlong thought 乌拉那拉氏 was cursed by someone and tried to save their relationship. But lately, Qianlong got the conclusion that the empress already hated him for a long time. From this point, they were totally over. The results of cutting hairs were really serious. Qianlong never officially announced 乌拉那拉氏 was abandoned. 乌拉那拉氏's demotion was based on the fact Qianlong got back all 金册 from her. 乌拉那拉氏 was home arrested in the 储秀宫 and only had 2 maids to serve her. When she passed away, Qianlong degraded her funeral standards to a lower-rank concubine's level, although she still held the empress title. No one was allowed to worship her. In the historical records, no information about 乌拉那拉氏 tomb until 200 years later. One repaired the tomb of Qianlong's imperial noble consort Chun Hui. People found 乌拉那拉氏 was buried in the imperial noble consort Chun Hui's tomb. 乌拉那拉氏 gave birth 2 boys and 1 girl. Only the oldest boy grew up. This prince was Qianlong's 12th son, called Yongqi. As 嫡子, Yongqi was loved by his father and was raised and educated as the crown prince. When 乌拉那拉氏 passed away, Yongqi was only 14 years old. When he lost his mother, he also lost his father. In Qing dynasty, the emperor could give his sons 4 level titles: Qianwang, Junwang, Beile, and Beizi. When Yongqi was alive, Qianlong never gave him noble title. Yongqi passed away at 25 and was rashly buried. After 乌拉那拉氏 passed away, Qianlong publicly said he would never promote an empress. But Qianlong did have another empress, the Empress Xiaochen.